Welcome to the Jill on Money Coronavirus Market Update. It is Wednesday, June 10th, and that means that the Federal Reserve will conclude its open market committee meeting. I know it's very high on your list of things to follow today. We will probably find out that the Fed will not do anything else about interest rates at this time. We might get a little bit of information from the press conference that Jerome Powell conducts after they tell us that not much has changed. But I'll let you know about that tomorrow. That'll be a much easier way to handle it. If you have a financial question of any sort, if you wouldn't mind, just send us a note. Ask Jill at jillonmoney.com. You can also go to our website, jillonmoney.com. There is a beautiful contact button in the upper right-hand corner. Okay, let's get to your questions. Erica writes, I love your podcast. I've learned a ton. It's helped me grasp my finances. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me so happy. Erica says, I am a 23-year-old with a fully funded emergency reserve fund, 25 grand. I have $20,000 in student loans that I'm paying off diligently every month. I'm living with a roommate. I pay NYC rent utilities. I have a job in sales with a fintech company, and I would consider myself financially secure. I invest $100 every month into my Vanguard Index Fund account and put extra money into my Robinhood stock account. I want to start investing in real estate. I have no idea where to begin. Any suggestions? Thank you in advance for your help. I hope you're staying safe and well. Hey, Erica, I have a place for you to begin. Do not invest in real estate. That is not a great idea. Number one, you've got other things to think about. I mean, I like that you're putting money away. Are you using a retirement account? Because you didn't mention that. So you're putting money in a Vanguard index fund. You're putting money in a Robinhood fund. Okay, fine. What about retirement? I feel like that's a missing piece of the equation. Second thing is the student loans you have, just given your age, and I bet that they are going, and I know that if they're federal, you're not paying them right now, but they're probably carrying a 4 or 5% interest rate. So I would say let's get rid of those before you start thinking about real estate. And then I think that if you really want to add real estate as an asset class, I'm not sure you should, that you can just do that through real estate investment trusts. We can talk more about that, but you've got to do those other things first, okay? Janelle says, my colleague says she uses her Roth IRA to buy CDs. I was always taught to invest in an index fund. What's the benefit of having a Roth IRA CD? Couldn't she just buy a regular CD since both are used with her after-tax money? Thanks for answering my question. Yeah, I don't see a big use for a Roth IRA CD, especially if somebody is hoping that this is the last money you're ever going to use. I guess you could potentially put money into a CD inside of a Roth because you just want to manage risk, but it doesn't seem like a great idea. I like your idea of using index funds, whether they're bond index funds, stock index funds, whatever. Okay, Emily says, I just started listening. I love these, Mark. I love these. I just started listening to your podcast a month ago. I've binged every episode. Keep producing this great content. Okay, Emily says, I'm ready to invest in the market. I'm unsure whether we're going to see a decrease because maybe COVID would return. How much should I start with? Here's what the story is. I maxed out my 2019 Roth IRA. That's great. Fantastic. I'm automatically adding to my 2020 IRA every month. I also contribute 6% of my salary to my company's simple IRA. I have $52,000 in cash savings. I finally just switched my funds to a high yield savings account. I have a lot of liquid assets. I like to start investing $5,500. I don't know if now is the time to do it. Do you think this is enough to get a good foothold in the market? Any advice would be appreciated. First of all, yes, there's no time like now to begin. I don't know how old you are, but my guess is that if you look at your investment time horizon, it's probably decades in the future. So even if you started getting your money to work right now and you put $5,500 away or $6,000 away, whatever it is, I think that you should be committed to putting this money away and setting it and forgetting it. So make sure you understand your risk tolerance, make sure you're using index funds, and get that money invested, because you will look back and it's going to look very strange when you look back 20, 30, 40 years from now, and you'll say, oh, there was this blip, I remember it, but it doesn't even look like it's showing up on a graph, because time compresses when we have these longer time horizons. So get going, move it, baby. get that money invested. Kevin writes that he loves the podcast. He listens to it every day. And he says, I own shares of a mutual fund in my Schwab brokerage account, and I'm thinking of transferring it to my Vanguard Roth IRA. Is it possible? I'm guessing no, but I want to ask you to be sure. Thanks and be safe, Kevin. Kevin, if you are asking whether you can make a Roth IRA contribution, that would actually belie other questions that we need to know. For example, do you have earned income? If you do you make under the contribution level for a Roth IRA, less than $124,000 as a single person or $196,000 as a married filing jointly? If that's the case, you can open an IRA, a Roth IRA, and you can sell whatever's in your Schwab brokerage account, and you can take that money and invest it in a Roth IRA, but you can't just transfer it. Okay. And finally, from Shannon, who says, I've been listening to the podcast pre-pandemic, but in these strange times, your daily segments bring some normalcy to my day. Thanks, Shannon. Shannon's 32, and she says, I've been contributing to my 403b for 6 years. Currently, it's valued at $48,000. Earlier this year, I split the contribution to include a Roth 403b. My question is, should I convert everything to the Roth or just contribute to the Roth? Given your age, and I don't know what's going on in your life, but I'm going to say that if you send me some more info, I might change this, but I think generally speaking, I would use an all Roth contribution because chances are in the future, it will be nice for you to have had your money taxed at these lower rates. We don't know where tax rates are going in the future, but I do think Roths are going to be really a good bedrock for your financial future, especially with retirement, knowing that that money has already been taxed. If you're asking about converting what's already in a tax sheltered environment, the traditional environment, into a Roth, I probably wouldn't. I would just leave it as is. And then new money that goes in, it should all be Roth money. And thank you all for listening, and want to remind you that we are here for you. And that means you've got to send us an email. So ask Jill at jillonmoney.com. That's our email address. We, of course, want to remind you that whatever is on your mind, even if it feels a little bit, I don't know, maybe you're sheepish because you're feeling lucky. It's okay to feel lucky, and it's okay to acknowledge that. But if you don't know where to go next, then let us know. We'll help you out. Ask Jill at jillonmoney.com. And please share this podcast with whomever, someone in your life that needs some financial advice. Of course, wash your hands, wear your masks, maintain your social distancing, put your hands on someone's back and lift that person up today. It will help you. It will help him or her. Just do it. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening.